The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go. Like 80!
Yo.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Yes, sir.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. Check 20.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
65.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks 9-yard line.
Here we go. 80!
Defense wins championships, baby. Check 52. Watch safety 3.
Here's Coleman on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Here we go.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
6. 80 weapon. 21.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day. Hey, watch that.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams. Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. The bottom line is Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the fourth team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
On first down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. It's complete to Turbin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And he'll give it here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around again.
Executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Hey, gun.
Bud. 54, right there. 54.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Good job right there.
Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Touch Missy.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
Leemo.
Check line 33. Check line 33. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike, check 33.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180!
54. Mike, 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 180!
Check 13. Check 13.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
47's the mic.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, 0. Tempo.
From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points, and they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. A gain of 6 there on first.
Marquise Goodwin. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check now. 12.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Focus, defense, focus.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. On 2nd and 7, Wilson rolling to his right. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
What's left?
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Watch the slit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And Myers able to knock it through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is Do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill.
White. 21. Hey, exit.
Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
At the 24-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
11.
No. Off. Shift. You go tight. You got tight right there. Show it up.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you know,
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Here we go.
Check. Watch 54. Man, that's trash. Big Dan.
Two.
Hey, watch it.
Slam. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check 15.
Hey, alert. Alert. Alert.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
Here we go.
As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Switch. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Watch twist. 36.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Here we go. Like 80.
54 right there. 54 Mike.
Get ready. Check your hot read. Slam.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. 180.
Check Mike 54. So don't say nothing.
Check 4.
Check hot.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be. And set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Good.
Easy. Check.
No time. 33. Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike 36. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Mike check 39.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the screen.
36 power.
Watch the screen. Mike's 54. 54.
Good.
One last shot for Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. Get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.